Let's go
news
again.
articles or
VTubers
any
have reached
articles
their
like that,
inevitable
because a lot of the times they don't
conclusion.
interest
Let's
me
see.
all too much, and they don't have much to add to any situations that we normally talk about. But today is different because Polygon has posted an article by Kazuma Hoshimoto titled "VTubers have reached their inevitable conclusion." Now, the
Really?
reason why this article in particular has interested me is because they interviewed or talked to a NIJISANJI VTuber that is remaining anonymous.
Okay.
So we're just going to go through and read this article, and I'm going to share my thoughts throughout. It starts saying, Twitch is always allowed for various forms of expression, so it was no surprise when VTubing found a home on the platform, quickly gaining popularity among English-speaking audiences in 2019. Since then, the novelty of avatar-based content may have worn off, but the format has stuck around. And VTubing agencies, which continue to introduce new talents and offer one of the more financially secure methods of pursuing this sort of content, are still holding on in an attempt to harness new talent. VTubing exploded onto the wider North American and European markets when Cover Corporation launched the English branch of Hololive production in 2020. Hololive's English debut saw the introduction of long-standing talents in the English community such as Gura, Ina, Callie, etc. Even high-profile content creators like Pokimane pivoted towards using digital avatars weeks after Hololive's first generation of English talents debuted, which was really weird to see at the time. PewDiePie also made his own VTuber avatar and used one at some point.
I think that's when VTubing became a fad. Whenever you saw big people that were already established doing it just for fun, I think that's when you could be like, yeah, it's a fad.
For a bit in a video. The article continues, brands too. Remember the Tony the Tiger VTuber in August of 2022?
What? Tony the Tiger was a VTuber? Like the actual brand of Kellogg's?
Video. The article continues, brands too. Remember the Tony the Tiger VTuber in August of 2022?
That's crazy.
I never... We need more brand VTubers, not because they're great or anything and shit like
they're
that,
great.
because it's just funny to see. When I was on Twitter earlier, I saw Nosagi talking about how Lola Bunny could be a VTuber and it would explode, and I 100% agree. People are down atrocious for Lola Bunny. The article continues, many creators that jumped on the trend have since stopped using their avatars, but at the start of the COVID-19 pandemic, there was a large increase in VTubers on Twitch and other streaming platforms like YouTube. So
that's why I was getting this idea from.
Became more accessible to the general public. If there's one thing you can thank COVID for, it's the amount of VTubers we have. Twitch has since gone on to highlight a wide variety of VTubers through its VTuber Takeover promotion, which most recently ran in August. Twitch also reported that VTubing-related content on the platform shot by 350% between January and August 2022. Despite this, some have argued that the VTubing bubble has all but burst.
I don't think so.
That says, I do feel that VTubing has become less novel as the market has become more saturated, says a streamer with agency NIJISANJI who is not approved to speak publicly. Quote, there are obviously some ups and downs when it...
This is very interesting to hear. I don't know who it is. I'm not going to speculate on who it is, but it's interesting how they were willing to do that, knowing how big their career is, and like to come out and say this. It's super brave / crazy. I wouldn't do it, but hey.
NIJISANJI, who is not approved to speak publicly.
I only know a couple people that keep it real at
Niji. Some ups and downs when it comes to working
Actually,
with the agency as well, which requires a lot of patience if I'm honest. And there are some decisions that are made that sometimes don't make a lot of sense. So if this VTuber inside of NIJISANJI isn't approved to speak publicly, are they just not approved to use their name? Or were they not approved to speak with Polygon at all as a NIJISANJI creator?
I feel like that's the one. Like, why would NIJISANJI choose to address this? Like saying that VTubing is getting smaller and smaller. Like, why would they entertain that? Because that might bring awareness to it, making it grow smaller even faster. So yeah, it would make sense why they wouldn't want to do it.
If it's the latter, I do question what type of repercussions we could potentially see in the future.
I don't want to know because I hope they don't get found out because I feel like they're gonna get fired or NIJISANJI's gonna take it super far and like try and sue them. Nah, I don't want to know.
This person found. Would NIJISANJI terminate them or just suspend them for talking with Polygon? I do wonder. But it continues, agencies for VTubing terminate them or just suspend them for talking with Polygon. I do wonder.
I don't want anything to happen to them, by the way. I like how I said that.
But it continues, agencies for VTubers manage their talents, often assigning them a manager that helps organize interviews, collaborations, paid promotions, and add content on streams. Sometimes they can be financial advisors, but that is not always the case, as money made from agencies may include subscription or merchandise sales. The source at NIJISANJI notes that all talents within the agency are under non-disclosure agreements, which prevents them from sharing information with their audience that could compromise their identity or even inform viewers on why they could be graduating graduating, which is effectively retirement for VTubers. Quote,
Okay.
seeing agencies like Hololive and NIJISANJI shut down entire branches or graduate talents without any real kind of information is heartbreaking for just about everyone involved in the process.
Whoever this is one of the realest people in the company, bro. Like whoever decided to do this, bro, you are a freaking legend, and I hope we never find out who you are.
Source says. And
I hope we
obviously
never
graduations
find
are
out.
very saddening. It upsets everyone. But entire branches being shut down or moved over to another branch and just ignored is probably worse. Totally not talking about NIJISANJI IDE whatsoever. It continues, in 2020, Hololive shuttered its Chinese division, graduating more
The
than
Billy
a
Billy
handful
division.
of streamers. More recently, NIJISANJI announced the abrupt graduation of one of its more prominent talents, Mr. Riaz. He revealed that his choice to leave NIJISANJI was due to burnout, and in August, the parent company of Hololive Cover Corporation announced that two talents would be graduating from its Holostars division barely a year after debuting.
Wait, what? Wait, what? People from Hollow Stars are graduating too? Wait, what? Bro, what is going on, bro? I go on vacation for literally like 2 days, bro, and like everybody's quitting. Like, what the fuck?
Would be graduating from
What
its
happened?
Holostars division barely a year after debuting. Statements from the graduating talents were not provided outside of an official announcement from Cover. Now, when it comes to Mista leaving NIJISANJI due to burnout, at this point, it doesn't seem like it was content burnout. It seems like Mista was burnt out from being inside of NIJISANJI, because
No, I wouldn't necessarily say that. 'Cause, yeah, he's making content, but it's more the fact that the style of content that he wants to make wouldn't work in Nijisanji. At least that's how I would put it.
burnout. It seems like Mista was burnt out from being inside of NIJISANJI.
See, because when you say it like that, you make it sound like Nijisanji was just terrible. Like people are gonna assume you're thinking that it's terrible when really he's just the content he wants to make. He can't do it in Niji because the content that he's making in Bishojo is definitely not something I would see ever get approved. Maybe it would, but probably not like that. The Reddit shit, like reading the Reddit stuff and all that, like bro, that's straight indie type of stuff. So I wouldn't see it happen.
Sanji. Because as we know, Mista is doing great right now. The article continues, in some cases, VTubers are not given a choice and can be graduated prematurely, though the agency itself never specifies. That's a big problem I have with these companies when
And they don't have to either. That's the crazy part. They don't have to specify why they fired you. They just be like, you're fired.
though the agency
That's it.
itself
Kick
never
rocks.
specifies. That's a
Yep.
big problem I have with these companies.
Or they'll throw out a whole bunch of things that are very nitpicky and not super specific, and you got to figure out what did you do wrong then. So
When they say a VTuber is graduating, when in reality it seems like a termination. The biggest example I can think of right now when it comes to stuff like this is Yugo Asuma inside of NIJISANJI. Did not seem like a graduation whatsoever in my honest opinion and many others' opinions. The
What's
article
up,
continues
X49?
saying
Can you hear me good?
independent VTuber Nagami Mugi feels as though corporate VTubing is still a viable
Bon
avenue
appetit.
for those looking to
Cheers.
make a career out of the medium that can support content creation full time. I think VTubing content has become kind of stale, she says. She goes on to mention that a lot of VTubers tend to be boxed into specific kinds of content playing Minecraft or popular FPS games like Valorant.
See, this is interesting to hear because I've literally had this complaint when it comes to watching Niji Sanji or Hollow Live. It's like recently the Melon game. The Melon game is so popular. It's literally on every big branch VTuber division, like Hollow Stars, Hollow Live, Nijisanji ID, EN, JP. Like everybody is playing that game. And before that, we had on the Nijisanji side, we had what's it called? The zombie game. I can't remember the name of the game, but it's literally a zombie game, and it's like since everybody in Nijisanji EN is almost pretty much everybody played it except for maybe like two people. So if I was gonna watch a kill stream, well, they're playing the zombie game. If I want to watch a Millie stream, they're playing the zombie game, right? Well, not to say the game's bad or they shouldn't make that content, but it's like I noticed like even when Minecraft, it's like, yo, they're all playing Minecraft. Oh, well, wait, okay, this person's playing. Wait, they're all playing Valorant. Wait, damn, it's like, okay, well, who's gonna play something new? And then I got excited when Banter Crow joined because he started playing Dark Souls. And I didn't know Vox played Dark Souls. I never seen him, like, I'm still new, but I never saw him play it. But he raced against Banter Crow in Dark Soul or Demon Souls. And it's like, wait, so you've played this game before. Have you streamed it? If you haven't, why not? because it's so much easier to just be like, well, this person streamed this game, so we're gonna play this game. Versus, I don't know if I can stream this game, and I don't feel like going through all the hoops to get the permission to stream the game or to not stream the game or whatever. So this is very interesting. I've had this on my mind a lot
In
as well.
order for VTubing to continue to grow, VTubers need to branch out and create more content in line with other influencers, she says. Mugi says that the VTubers took cues.
I I think I think yes for algorithmic reasons, but I think at the same time, if you are the person that plays a certain genre game, the fans of those series will go to that VTuber. Um, for example, again, Vantacrow plays Souls games. Anna doesn't play Souls game, but she started playing Watch Dogs, and I'm pretty sure her playing Watch Dogs introduced a lot of new people into Anna Alouette specifically. But since nobody else is playing Watch Dogs, those people are only going to watch Anna. Um, and they might become actual fans. You know, sometimes they're just fans of the game and they just want to see whoever streamed that game. But I think you could definitely stand out and grow a base just by the certain types of games you play that aren't the same for everybody else. But if everybody's playing the same game, the people that do, and like, there's people that genuinely enjoy the Melon game or they enjoy watching it in stream. That when they go from Millie stream to a Lyra stream, it doesn't matter because they're both playing the same game. You know what I'm saying?
Create more content in line with other influencers, she says. Mugi says that the VTubers took cues from other content creators and explored options like lore analysis videos or short form reviews. The scene wouldn't be as stagnant. And like other VTubers, Mugi has
Nobody's
dreams
willing
of
to
going
try it.
corporate. Already relatively
Mm.
successful, having created her own storefront that hosts collaborations and
Word.
merchandise featuring other VTubers and
Shout out to
artists, she has
her.
auditioned for several major
Shout out to,
agencies.
and they said
She says
no.
that one agency asked if she would close down her business if she passed the interview
Hell
phase
no.
and became one of its talents. Yeah,
Hell
I
no.
do completely agree that VTubers inside of agencies and outside of agencies, they need to change up their content and do
Not for
just hopping on and playing, which is in itself, if it people,
true.
it's VTubers as like anime reviewers or something like that.
Explored lane for the courts aren't going to do it because they're going to have to ask for permission. You one piece like, but I think indie should try one somebody specialized in reviewing manga and anime. If they just threw a VTuber model on it and like there it is, like that plain to see how many people are actually interested in this and in a VTuber. Great idea. I think we should do it.
I think it would
I
be
need to open
interesting
up my
because are not
because I
stuck to
would do
just
it.
playing
I would
games. It can do
invest in
so
trying new
much
shit
more
all the time.
than just playing a video game on
I
stream.
agree.
Source from NIJISANJI mentions that some talents have been given as to what content they can and can't create when contracts expire. This can vary between talents and what is agreed upon between both the talent and the agency itself. So while agencies can be viable in terms of long-term growth for a creator, it is often strictly tied to the avatar associated with said agency.
That
Both
is true.
Hololive and NIJISANJI give creators very little freedom in terms of presentation, whereas newer agencies such as Idol allow talents to create their own concepts. While that may feel
Really?
overwhelming to some, it allows
Idle,
for the
huh?
talents behind these models to flex
Yeah,
their
it's overwhelming for some, but the people that thrive in that type, they are in charge of their work. Tucson, you know what I'm saying? People that are actually instead of just, hey, there it is, whatever you want, and can just theory craft all day. If people like Doria who said, "Oh man, I want to do all this type of stuff. I was excited to make this new stream, blah blah blah." Shit gets shut down. Mr. Reed to go on pod with a trash tape. I think that would have been fucking epic. They shot it down. It is what it is. Hollow Live is Japanese news. No was because all they did was watch the news. Now know about it. and some might have been, you know, words for words or new, and point the genre of beat in general. If you do something other than just what works.
creativity and create a persona that otherwise wouldn't fit neatly into the clearly defined boxes some slot them into. Agency allow accounts to experiment so long as it isn't as the source. And try instead of simple or being made.
It's made. Haven't validity to it versus an indie. So if an indie, reviewing and
Our talent.
and then a Hololive, seriously, it's the same thing with video. Like IGN, even though IGN has 300 game, and IGN only has
Individuals. At least had freedom, they could feel more content on YouTube, and it would be great. But of course, companies aren't really willing to take risks like that. Works. The article ends with, according to both of the people we interviewed for this story, this is an agreed upon sentiment that to prevent stagnation, this not so niche form of content creation to reinvent itself more. Tell if large seats like Live, which reported 50% growth in its 2023 financial to break. But
that's smart. That is relevant forever. Like, as long as she's still doing this and someone's clipping it and editing it, Shiori will be relevant for a very, 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 very long time, man. And it's on her personal channel. So it's like everybody that wants to see clips and shit, boom, they're on her channel giving her revenue while she's streaming. Like, oh my god, dude, Shiori's gonna.
From her instead of just stream highlights.
This is the
But
one.
that
I'm
might
telling
be
y'all.
something
Unless she does something crazy, that's the one.
Not letting her do. Who knows? There are other VTubers in Hololive that upload non-streamed video content sometimes, so it could just be that she hasn't gotten around to doing it. I mean, Hachima Cooking is a thing, and that is a complete masterpiece.
Yeah,
That's the article. Please let me know what you all think.
Yeah, there's a lot to go in this. Time will tell if large agencies will allow their talents to break the mold. Meanwhile, Marine's barely veiled something song is over a year. Oh, you talking about Treasure Boy? Like, yeah. Marine, she is breaking the mold. Like, now imagine if we let Scarl make a video like that. You know what I'm saying? Like Marine doing it crazy. Scarl doing it crazy. Why not? Have separate avenues. We have a say so part of NIJISANJI and we have the unsay so. So let the unsay so go crazy. Within YouTube guidelines and stuff like that. Like, but let them go crazy, bro. Like, why not? It's literally it'll let you hit almost every avenue when it comes to marketing because then you're hitting the unsay so, the say so, people in between, whatever. But yeah, that's a great video. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and I'll see you guys on the next one. No outro because I'm still in the hotel, and yeah, I'm gonna be traveling for like another 2 weeks, man. So hope you enjoy. All right, peace.